On the film.
Thank you.
I saw it last night and really, really enjoyed it. First of all, I kind of want to know, how did you get those Met Gala scenes done so well? Because
at night,
they come across as so real. Was there any real footage used at all, or was it completely?
Anna Wintour had a big hand in it, and
yeah,
also
she's really involved.
The Met Ball in general is like cattle being packed into a fabulously dressed people, and you're so tightly packed that you don't get to see
glamour cattle.
Yeah, glamour. It's basically what we are, glamour. Yeah. And it was she had a big hand in it. It's also in the way that they allowed air to happen, and you just sort of got to sit back and feel the hugeness of it.
But she was, she was involved in the design of it. It was obviously, because the Met Ball is her baby, you know, and she was, saying to Sarah Edwards, our amazing costume designer, what everyone should wear. Mindy and I were in the kitchen. I was a little disappointed when I got to that point in the movie. I went, okay, I'm in the kitchen wearing the chef's outfit.
Did you make that voice?
I did.
You did?
In my head.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Cate Blanchett sounds like that. You'd never think it.
Yeah.
Since the movie was released on the weekend over in the US, some fans kind of sensed some chemistry between your characters. Potentially there was a romantic past. Was that intended, or is that something that the viewers have just picked up?
We have such good chemistry.
And we're so sexual as beings that we just,
in general. And why is it we go to that voice?
I don't know, because that's sexy?
Not at all.
Oh, okay, it's not sexy. Apparently.
No.
Steve Standing doesn't find me sexy. You
Not
don't
with,
find me sexy?
Not with...
No. No, there's a lot of backstory, and a lot of that didn't make it into the film. There's a lot of heist stuff that had to be gotten through. But it was great to know that, because we were playing old friends. Debbie's been inside for a long time, and
inside jail.
Not inside me.
You just
I didn't even go there. You brought it down to that level. Oh.
We're going to break up.
Yeah, we're broken up.
It's it.
It's over.
Done.
If there was a sequel, would you like the idea of that relationship being explored?
If it helped, if it was done, if it was right for the plot, if it was something organic.
Depends on what you're wearing.
Really? You're going to judge me by my clothes?
Totally.
Wow.
I'm shallow.
It feels like Ocean's 8 already has a big gay following. What do you think it is about an all-female cast?
There are gay people who go to the cinema? Get out of town!
Why do you get so loud?
Because I'm Australian. It's wide open spaces. No,
nope.
It's because I'm deaf.
I was going to say,
does it really? That's great.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter from the gay community.
I love it. And that's, people have asked us, who would you like, is the next person for Ocean's 9? And we're like, the nice thing about our inclusivity and the diversity that already exists is
all different types of women.
All different types of transgender. I think, it's a different time. And guess what? We'd like to see movies that reflect what's real and what exists.
It is part of a movement in Hollywood to have all-female casts and better representation for LGBTQ and more racial diversity.
Bridesmaids had the same thing. They had an all-female
There's
cast.
such a thing as the golden age of Hollywood that people constantly refer to, where women were not only producers, but they were at the center of the narrative.
That was in the 30s.
Some of the greatest films ever made were in that time that we keep referring to as the golden age. And somehow we've lost a lot of ground, and the conversation has got a little bit dull. Women have always been in the film industry. I think maybe they haven't had access to as big a budgets.
Yeah, but we haven't had...
Or the studio hasn't had their back.
I think the invention of the action film sort of took us out of the running for a while.
Because they had to be in heels?
Well, no, because the only reason for a woman in action films is the wife or is the girlfriend or is the daughter, and because that's what was drawing in the box office. I think now, hopefully, as you said, in the 30s, women were producing and directing, had their own studios, basically. And I think, hopefully, we just want something in the middle. We want it to be inclusive. We all want to be able to sit at the table
It's not
with
an
each other.
either-or situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask, how do you ensure that this just isn't box ticking by a studio, and instead it becomes the fibre of Hollywood going forward?
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
There's so much in development, and I think women, and people of different races and sexual persuasions are no longer sort of sitting back waiting for that change to happen. They're agents of that change, and it's a much more creative place to be for men, for women, for everybody. If all of those voices are being heard. It's when every 5 years people say, God, things have got a bit stale. It's because the same old white men are green lighting the same old white grey men pictures, and and this is not one of those. This is kind of much funkier and kind of wittier and sexier and fresh, I think, than that sort of type of filmmaking.
I think the streaming world has really influenced is representing what our world looks like and what we want to see, and I think it's influencing cinema. The theaters. In order for something to work, people have to go see it. What are we making that people want to see and leave their house and get a sitter or take off from work, or what is it that really excites people and gives them sort of a place to escape?
Yeah, it's an event.
Yeah.